Welcome everybody back to the 3L channel. Well folks, you guys saw the title as promised. We're going to dive right into some answers to your questions about me personally, about my channel, a more in-depth look at the 3L. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. Might want to get a cup of tea, cup of coffee, or some other beverage that you enjoy. Kick your feet up and relax, and let's get this party started. Well folks, as most of you know, even though I might be younger in age than a lot of my viewers out there watching my channel, and I know that for a fact because I have looked at my YouTube channel analytics, and a lot of my viewership consists of my age and up. But I've always considered myself an old soul. I'm just drawn to the oldies. I feature a lot of oldies on the channel simply because I love that kind of music. That's where the soul is. That's where the talent, the raw talent, the real gifts are, in my personal opinion. I mean, these men and women stand up on stage and they sing their heart out. No auto-tune or extra technology and all this other stuff. And their delivery, they can just, oh my gosh. They don't need all this extra technology to be able to deliver the goods. They have the goods themselves. Thing with auto-tune, folks, I'm going to tell you a little something about auto-tune. With auto-tune, you can never really decipher whether or not the individual actually can sing. Well, let me take that back. Yes, you can tell, because a person who can sing doesn't need auto-tune. Sorry, I just had to inject that in. But thanks so much for all your questions. I got a whole lot of one question, just asked in different ways, so let me address that one first. This is how has started my channel impacted the kind of music that I listen to on my own personal time. My interactions on the channel, the music that I listen to, the genres and the artists, how has that impacted me personally? Folks, it has totally changed my perspective on music in general. And you know, whenever I truly enjoy something after I've reacted to it, it goes to my playlist. So then at that point, I can watch and listen to it at any time that I want to. And I've always been, like I said, an old soul, so I've always been attracted to that kind of music in the first place. You know, there's a lot of people out there that say, you know, you need to have an open mind when it comes to music. You need to broaden your horizons. You know, you need to listen to more things. You need to, you know, and I agree with that up to a certain point. But folks, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. And this is what a lot of reactors don't understand. You're allowed not to like something. We all have our likes and dislikes. And to tell a person that you have to like this, or you have to, you know, no, you don't. I don't like heavy metal. And a person who might come on the channel and hear me say that might be offended, but hey, you know what? That's my personal opinion. And I'm allowed to give it, especially on my own channel. You know what I'm saying? And I can feature any content that I want to feature. So if I don't like hard, heavy metal kind of music, or if I don't like gangster rap, all right, that's my prerogative. And another thing about reaction channels is the kind of music that you feature on your channel will attract certain kinds of audiences. It's kind of like taking a sailboat out and throwing your net. Okay? You're trying to fish for rainbow trout. But because you threw that huge net out, you're going to catch water snakes, frogs, you're going to catch crawdads, bluegill, carp, all kinds of stuff. Probably even catch some beer cans, candy wrappers, an old pair of boots, and a whole lot of seaweed. Yes, you might gain a few rainbow trouts in there, but you're going to have a whole lot of other things too. So what I try to do on my channel is try to target a minority audience. And that is definitely why I don't have as many subscribers as a lot of channels. I'm just a small channel. And you know what? I'm content with that. I always believed in quality over quantity. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Let me get straight to this, okay? Let me get this out of the way. Let's see here. Oh, my favorite. This is my favorite, guys. Hi, Chad. I'd like to know if you're a Bee Gees fan. Uh, you know what? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here and just assume and really, really hope and trust that you're new here to the 3L channel. Have you met anyone in the music world? And why don't you do interviews? Folks, little old me, huh? Little old me with my small time YouTube channel. No, I haven't met anybody in the music world. Maybe sometime in the future when my channel expands and grows and gains traction, and I may meet a public figure. We'll see. But you know, I like to admire the people that I like to admire from afar. You heard the saying, don't ever meet your role models, don't ever meet your stars, because you might end up disappointed. Now, I'm sure that's not 100% the case. I'm sure there's a lot of celebrities out there that are humble in nature and the kind of people that I would like to jive with, sit around the table, and have a heart-to-heart conversation with. And I think Barry Gibb would probably be near the top of my list. A lot of people ask, well, who is my favorite Gibb brother? You know, what is my favorite Bee Gees song? Folks, I don't have a favorite Bee Gees song. Okay, it's totally impossible. Just so many good ones out there. I know Fanny Be Tender is a highlight for me, as well as Run to Me. And of course, Too Much Heaven. That's what got me on this train in the first place. And like I said, as far as the Gibb brother, folks, it takes all three of them to make them the awesome trio that they are. And I love them all. This viewer asked me, how long each day do you work on the YouTube platform? Okay, how much time do I spend? On average, a reaction, if all goes well, and I don't get any interruptions, you know, no people calling me, banging on my door, my daughter coming while I'm recording, asking me to kill a harmless ladybug that's in her room, things of that nature. If all goes well, it's more like probably around 2.5 hours per reaction, if all goes well. I'm kind of particular. I'm very particular in my editing and with my content that I put out there. I just want to make sure that people enjoy it, you know, and actually want to watch my content, can hear me, you know, make sure my audio is right, my lighting, you know, there's a lot of things involved in the editing process. And so I'm very particular when it comes to those things. That's probably why it would take me longer than average. Have you ever considered doing paid reaction requests? Well, from time to time I think about how, you know, kind of sacrificing my weekends and things of that nature every weekend for these marathons. And, you know, it is true. There's a lot of work involved with this. It's fun. It's something I enjoy doing as a side hobby, but it is very time consuming, to say the least. And maybe in some time in the future, if my channel isn't showing any momentum or isn't growing, or I find that it's not worth my while to invest all my time and energy in something and I'm not, you know, getting anything in return, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. Right now I'm just trying to make people happy. You know, we're living in hard times, and you know, I can understand that people are not really financially where they want to be anyway, so it's hard for me to try to push that on my channel.